This conference will now be recorded.
So in the previous session, we have discussed about many-to-many associations, and we have discussed what exactly many-to-many and how can we map many-to-many association between the objects with the help of by creating a junction object, and how can we create a junction object in Salesforce, and how the junction object will be associated with both the parents by using two master detail associations we have discussed. And we have discussed how to convert the associations from lookup to master detail and vice versa. What are the various preconditions that we would like to have upon conversion we have discussed. And we have discussed about hierarchical associations. So how to map this hierarchical association, what objects in Salesforce will support hierarchical association we have discussed. So now this hierarchical association practical concept we'll see during security. Because if you want to map this hierarchical association, we require users, we require roles. So now roles configuration we'll see in security, users configuration also we'll see in security here. In the security concepts, we'll see how to add the users, how to assign the roles to the users, we'll see practically one by one. Okay, there I will show you how to map the association of one user with another, we'll see. Next. So today we'll see, so one more most important feature as part of relationship, that is roll-up summary. So what exactly a roll-up summary field, how to create roll-up summary field, and what kind of objects and what kind of relationships supports to create roll-up summary fields, and what kind of operations that we can do with the help of this roll-up summary field, and what are the various governance limits that Salesforce has imposed upon creating the roll-up summary fields. Okay, we'll see practically one by one. Okay, now. So first of all, we have to understand what exactly roll-up summary field, what it will do. In what kind of situation we can go with this roll-up summary fields, we'll see one by one. Okay, now. So first of all, let me tell you, roll-up summary is one of the data type. While creating the fields inside your object, we have observed so many data types till now, like text data type, email data type, phone type, text type, text area, lookup type, master detail, auto number. Like that, here we have one more data type that is called as roll-up summary. Roll-up summary is also one of the data type which we can choose upon creating the field. Generally, data types are for what? To indicate what type of data that field can hold. Upon adding a field to the object, in that field, what type of data can be stored to indicate that we are using data type. As part of this data types, we have a data type called as roll-up summary. Then what this data type indicates? What type of data that field can hold? How can we indicate? Now, let's see practically today. Now, so let me explain what exactly the roll-up summary field, how it will work internally. Let me explain. Now, for example, I have two objects. Okay, I have two objects. I will explain pictorially here, and then I will show you practical concept also. Okay, now. So now I have two objects. One is position object, second one candidate object, which we have created in the past. These two objects we have created. So I have these two objects. Both are my custom objects only. Okay, both are my custom objects. First one, position object, which contains all the jobs information or the positions information which are available inside my arc. As part of my company, as part of my projects, or as part of my teams, whatever the vacancies are available, all those jobs information I'm storing inside my position object. So once the job information has been posted, from there, so many candidates will start applying for these positions. To store all these candidates information, I would like to have a candidate object. Okay, I would like to have a candidate object which stores all the candidates information. That means the people or the persons who have been applied for the positions, all those people's data will be storing inside my candidate object. Okay, these are the two objects. I have a position object which holds all the jobs information. I have a candidate object which contains all the candidates information. These two objects are having a relation. These two are having a relation which is of type master detail. Which is of type master detail. It's not lookup, it's a master detail. You know what exactly master detail, what exactly lookup, how they will work, how to convert from one type to another type, everything we have discussed. So now between these two objects, I have a master detail association. Okay, now. So let me design these two objects first. I'm having these two objects. So this is the position object, which contains some positions information. Like it contains the position ID, ID of the record, name of the position, and number of vacancies, and the location. For which location the position is available, that will be indicating here. So these are the fields are available inside my position object. Now, I'm having this position object. It's a custom object here. So I'm having underscore underscore C. Inside this object, I'm having the fields like ID field, name field, number of vacancies. I'm indicating the count of vacancies over here, and the location. For which location the position is associated. So these are the fields are available inside my object. ID of the candidate, so the position, name of the position, number of vacancies, and then location. For which location the job is available. Is it for Hyderabad or Bangalore or what? I'm storing some position details. I'm storing few records. First position record P1001. Assume that this is the ID of the position record. Name of the position is some Java developer. Number of vacancies are 4. We have 4 vacancies available, which is for Hyderabad location. Second position P1002. This is SFDC admin Salesforce.com administrator position. Number of vacancies are 2. And then this is for Bangalore location. Third one P1003. This is SFDC technical lead. Number of vacancies are 1, which is for Hyderabad location. P1004. This is some Oracle administrator. Number of vacancies are 1. This is for Chennai location. P1005. This is a Microsoft .NET developer. Number of vacancies are 1. This is for Mumbai location. P1006. Now this is, I would like to specify some Hadoop developer. Number of vacancies are 1. So which is for Hyderabad location. So these are the various positions are available. I'm having these vacancies inside my org. Because we have so many branches are available, as part of our development centers, we have the development centers in different locations. We have a branch in Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Delhi, Noida, in different locations in India. So we have few vacancies inside this location. In Hyderabad, we have few jobs are available here, like a Java developer, and then SFDC technical lead, and the Hadoop developer. In Bangalore also, we have few vacancies for SFDC admin. In Chennai, we are having the vacancies for Oracle administrator. In Mumbai location, we have the vacancies for Microsoft .NET developers. These are the vacancies are available here as part of my org. Now, so once the jobs information has been posted, from there, so many candidates will apply for these positions. The people who are looking for the job, the people who wants to change their current job, so those people are going to be applying for the positions. To store all those candidates information, I would like to have a candidate object. I'm having this candidate object over here. So now these are the fields available inside my candidate object, like ID of the candidate, name of the candidate here. Now here I'm indicating age of the candidate, and then I'm going to be indicating this for which position he is going to apply, and I'm indicating one field also, that is for location, for which location he is associated. Now I'm indicating this. Now I'm indicating this details. So this is the candidate object. It is having these records. I have few fields, ID of the candidate, name of the candidate here. Now here I'm indicating years of experience. I'm indicating the location of the candidate here, to which location he is associated. And along with that, he is applying for a position, right? So now in this case, we have created one field here. This is the master detail field which I'm creating. So I'm indicating position, for which position he is going to apply. So this is the master detail field. So this is the master detail field which I have created here inside my candidate object. So it is indicating ID of the position here, to which position he is associated here. That means for which position he has been applied, that position record ID will be storing inside this field. Clear? Understood the concept now? Now, these first four fields are related to candidate. Now this last field, position ID, is a field which is a master detail field which is mapping the relation, okay, which is mapping the relation of this candidate object, okay, with the position. It is mapping the relation. So now this field is mapping the relation. It is mapping the relation with this candidate here. Now, it is mapping the relation with this particular candidate here. So now let me map this. Now it is having the association. So it is mapping the relation with this field. Now it is referencing to that parent object here. It's a master detail field. Now, so now for your easy identification, I have given this mapping over here. It is associating with this parent object because position object is a parent object and the candidate object is a child object. So this is the parent, this is the child. So we have both the parent object and the child objects are available. So now parent object contains the parent records, that means position records. Candidate object will be holding candidate records. So now let's see here, I'm creating some candidates. Now a candidate is available, he is applying for this position. Okay, that is for Java developer. He is applying for the position Java developer here. Now I'm creating few records. First candidate, CID, now 400001. Okay, this is the first candidate ID here. So this is the format which I used to follow here. Now this candidate is going to be applying for, the candidate name is, his name is some Ram Kumar. Years of experience is some 4 years of experience. He is from Hyderabad location. He is applying for a position Java developer. Now tell me what it will store inside the master detail field. It will store the name of that position record or ID of the position record. ID of the position record, right? What is the ID of this Java developer position? Now P1001, right? Exactly. So because always a relationship fields, it may be lookup, it may be master detail, it may be hierarchical, it may be external lookup, anything. It may be any relationship field. It will store ID of the parent. It won't store the name. Okay, a blind thumb rule. Please remember this point. Now, second candidate. One more candidate has been applied. His ID is CID 400002. His name is like as some Anand Kumar. He is having 7 years of experience. He is from Chennai location. He is applying for the position SFDC technical lead. Now what it will store now? P1003. SFDC technical lead. What is that ID? 3. P1003. It will store the ID P1003. Next. One more candidate. CID 400003. His name is some Sukesh Kumar. He is having 3 years of experience. He is from Bangalore location. He is applying for .NET developer position here. He is applying for .NET developer position. So what it will store now? ID of the .NET developer. What is the ID of this .NET developer position? P1005, right? P1005. It will store the ID, right? Next, fourth candidate. So now 400004. His name is some Paramesh. He is having some 4 years of experience. He is from Bangalore location. He is applying for Java developer position. Then what it will store now? P1001, right? So now already a candidate has been applied for the position here. One more candidate can apply? Yes, because for one position, multiple candidates can apply, right? So both the people, Ram Kumar also, Paramesh also, both the people has applied for the same position, Java developer. Next, CID 400005. His name is some Santosh. He is having 8 years of experience. He is applying for Oracle administrator. He is from Hyderabad location. He is applying for Oracle administrator here. What it will store? P1004. Right. Next one, the last candidate. CID-400-006. His name is some Abhishek Tripathi. So now he is having 5 years of experience. He is applying for SFDC technical lead here. He is from Bangalore location. He is applying for SFDC technical lead. Then what it will store? P1003. Right. So now upon creating this child record, it is storing the ID of parent. So this is the parent, this is the child. So now the records are available inside my object here. Clear up to this one? Any questions?
Sir, I think
So, right.
Suresh Kumar, your location's position
Now.
ID is wrong.
So now here in this case here. Now these are the people here. So now the people has been applied for these positions over here. Okay. Now let's see. So now here in this case, I'm having this parent records, I'm having child records. That means position records are available and the candidate records are also available right now here. So now tell me here, now assume that I'm a HR person. Okay, I'm a HR person. These positions responsibility has been assigned to me to work on these positions. I'm the only HR person that we have inside this organization. So I need to take care of recruiting the candidates for all these positions. Now, before start working on these positions, first of all, I want to know how many number of candidates has been applied for each and every position. How many number of candidates applied for each position? I would like to know the count of the candidates. So based on that count, I will decide. Okay, based on the count, I will take some decision whether I can conduct the interviews, okay, by scheduling on weekdays, or we can able to have a scheduled drive on weekend. Suppose for the position only some 3 to 4 candidates are applied, I will schedule the interview in the weekdays itself, Monday also, Tuesday also, till Friday, based on the availability of a technical panel, based on the availability of the candidate, I will schedule the interviews, okay, in the afternoon timings so that we can close it off. Suppose if you need some more number of candidates, some hundreds of people has been applied. At that time, we can't conduct the interviews for hundreds of people in one day. So that I would like to schedule the interview on one weekend, Saturday and Sunday. I will inform to my technical panel, please come on this weekend, Saturday and Sunday, so they can take the interviews for these people so that we can find out the right candidates and we can close it off, okay, within 2 days itself. So based on the number of candidates applied for each position, I will take some decisions whether we can schedule the interviews on weekday or schedule the interviews on weekends. I will plan accordingly here. So now tell me here in this case, for each position, how many candidates are applied? How can we do this? Now tell me for Java developer position, how many candidates are applied? How many candidates are applied? I want to know how many number of candidates has been applied for this position here. I want that candidates count.
Two, sir.
For Java developer, how many candidates are applied? 2 candidates. How do you know that? Based on the position ID, go to that child object. Inside the relationship field, count with this ID how many records are available here. Now, what is the Java developer positions ID? P1001. So with this ID P1001, this is one entry, this is another entry here. So how many candidates are applied? 2 people. Who are all those 2 people? Ram, Kumar, and Paramesh. So 2 candidates are applied. So I'm indicating that count as 2. Clear? Now for SFDC admin, how many candidates are applied? Nobody has applied. Then the count will be 0. Next. For SFDC technical lead, how many candidates are applied? 2 candidates are applied. Right. For RKL admin, one candidate has been applied here. For backend developer, 1.
Only one.
For Hadoop developer, 0.
Zero.
Okay, it's 0. That means what? We have counted how many number of candidates has applied for each and every position. We are doing the counting over here. Okay, clear up to this one? Now, for each position, few candidates has been applied, so that we are counting this number of candidates applied for each and every position by using manual mechanism. We have collected the position record ID. Based on the position ID, we are going to the child object. In the child object, go to the relationship field. In this relationship field, please count with this ID how many entries are available here. So now count that number of entries. That count value we can represent on my parent record here. Clear? Now, here I'm having 6 positions are available, 6 candidates are available. Very less number of records. So counting will be very easy here. Okay, how many candidates are applied for this position? We can count very easily. Why? We have only 6 positions, 6 candidates are available here. Now tell me, if I'm having some thousands of positions, lakhs of candidate records, then will you do this manually? Is it possible to do the manual process? No, it's not possible. We can't count. So now why? Because here the number of records are more. Keep on the people are applying for these positions. Whenever I'm counting this number of childs for each position, then in this case, in the middle of the counting, if one more candidate has been applied, then we have to start the count from the scratch again. So in this case, if the number of records are very less, we can do this counting manually here. If the number of records are more, if I'm having some thousands of records are available, or lakhs of records are available, or crores of records are available at that time, counting this number of childs for each parent is very, very difficult. So in this case, how can we do this? For that one, in order to do this kind of counting mechanism, we are using the help of a field. That means I want to create a field inside my parent object. So by selecting the data type as roll-up summary. Okay, roll-up summary. By using this roll-up summary field, we can achieve this kind of functionalities. Even though you are having some 10 records also, 20 records also, thousands of records also, lakhs of records also, crores of records also, it will do the counting within fraction of milliseconds. It won't take even 1 single second also. It will be doing this counting with a minimum in milliseconds. So in this case, you might be having some lakhs of candidate records maybe, or it may be crores of candidate records also. It will do this counting mechanism within some milliseconds. So instead of doing this kind of counting manually by my own, I want to make this process automated. I want to hand over this responsibility to my Salesforce system itself, so it should take care of counting the number of childs for each parent. So that I would like to create a field inside my parent object over here, inside my parent object. So we can create that field over here. Okay, now. So upon creating the field inside this parent object, select the data type as roll-up summary. You can select the data type as roll-up summary here. Clear? Now. So now in this case here, now tell me here, roll-up summary fields can be applicable on what kind of associated objects? Lookup or master detail? Master detail. Okay, master detail. That already we know. We have discussed in the previous sessions, roll-up summary fields can be applicable only on master detail associated objects. If the objects are associated with lookup, roll-up summary fields cannot be applicable. Roll-up summary fields can be applicable on lookup associated objects. This will be applicable only on master detail association object. And then fine. And what object we need to create this roll-up summary field? Because in this association, we have 2 objects are there. Position, that means parent object, candidate, child object. So on what object this roll-up summary fields can be applicable? Roll-up summary fields can be applicable only on parent object which is associated with the child with master detail. This cannot be applicable on the child object. It should be applicable only on parent object. Because the count we are representing where on the parent object here. Along with the parent record, I'm indicating how many childs are available for each and every parent. I'm representing this count. So on this parent object, we have to create this roll-up summary fields. This is a fundamental rule. Okay, here's a fundamental rule. Roll-up summary fields can be applicable only on parent object which is associated with the child with master detail association. If the objects are associated with lookup, roll-up summary fields can't be applicable. This can be applicable only on the master detail association, that too on parent object, not on child object. Clear? Understood the concept now? Now, let's see. So in this case here, how can we create this? Sorry? Right. Related list. Right. Because it is a programmatically. It's programmatically. Only the count we can see. Other calculations we can't see that. Okay. Now. So now let's see here. I want to create a field, okay, on my parent object here to know the number of candidates applied for each and every position. I want to create this field. So this is the field I want to create here. I want the count of candidates here. CNDE count. Candidates count. How many candidates has been applied? So now here I'm selecting this data type as roll-up summary. I'm selecting the data type as roll-up summary. Upon creating this field, okay, I'm selecting the data type as roll-up summary field. So now what this roll-up summary field will do? How it is going to be calculating the number of candidates, what kind of roll-up types that Salesforce supports. Now let me explain. So now what is the execution architecture internally? Now let me explain. Now, so what I want to do, I want to count the number of candidates available for each and every position. So in this case, whenever I'm creating the roll-up summary field, what it will do is, it will go to the child object. It will go to the child object here. Now, once the child object has been accessed, it will be dividing this child records to various small groups based on parent ID. Based on parent ID, whatever the child records are available, it will divide the child records to various small groups. Now, how it will do? Now, let me explain. First of all, it will collect this parent ID P1001. So now with this P1001, how many entries are available here? 2 entries are available. It will collect these 2 entries over here. So this is the first entry. So this is the first entry. So what is the second entry here? There is the second entry. It will collect this. With the ID P1001, there are 2 entries are available, 2 records are available. It will place these 2 records into a separate group. It will place these 2 records into a separate group. Next, second one. With the ID P1002, do we have any entries are available over here? Do we have any entries? No. Next, P1003. Do we have any entries here? Yes, there is 1 entry is available. Now, how many entries? 2 entries are available, right? Now it is collecting this entry, first entry. That means first record, P1003. Now, second entry, P1003. So this is the second entry. It is collecting these records. So these records are placing inside a separate. Next, with the ID P1004. Now this is the next entry. Do we have any child records? Yes, there is an entry is available here. P1004. There is an entry is available here. It will place the record. Do we have any more entries here with the P1004? No, only 1 entry. So this is the record. Next, with the ID P1005, do we have any entries? Yes, there is one entry is available here. So there is one child record is available. Now, with ID P1006, do we have any entries over here? No, that's it, nothing. We don't have any more records here. So that means what? Whatever the child records that we have inside this child object, based on the parent record ID, that means based on the position ID, it will be dividing the records to various small groups. So this is one group, which is having all the position P1001. It is having the candidate details applied for the position P1003. It is having the candidate data applied for P1004 and the P1005. Clear? So whatever the child records are available inside the child object, it will divide the child records to various small groups. Once the records has been divided to the various small groups, then on this group of records, it will apply the various roll-up types. It will apply the various roll-up types. As part of Salesforce, we have 4 roll-up types are available. Now, these are 4 roll-up types are available here. Now, when you look into these roll-up functions, you can understand. These are not new. You already know as part of your mathematics. Now we are having count. We are having sum. We are having minimum. We are having maximum. These are the 4 roll-up types. These are called as what? In mathematics, these are called as what?
Aggregate
Somewhere.
function.
Arithmetic.
Not
Arithmetic.
operations.
Arithmetic.
Not arithmetic operations. These are not arithmetic here. Mathematical calculations, okay. Now, these are called as what? For these functions, we are having a name, especially in mathematics. Very long ago, we have discussed. Now, so now here these functions are called as aggregate functions. Okay, these are called as aggregate functions. These are called as aggregate functions here. So now what do you mean by an aggregate function? General. Suppose for example, I'm done with my graduation. Okay, I'm done with my graduation. Like, I'm done with my BTech. As part of this BTech, we have 4 years. That means totally 8 semesters are available. In each semester, I'm having some 5 subjects. Okay, in each semester, I'm having 5 subjects. Total, how many subjects are there? 40 subjects. Okay, we have totally 40 subjects are available. By end of your graduation, if anybody asks what is your percentage, what we can say? Will you explain semester 1, this is the percentage, semester 2, semester 3, like that? No, we're giving overall. Okay, like a 70%, 80%, 85, 90, 65, whatever. So now we are indicating the percentage like some 75, 80, 90, whatever. How can you do that here? This is 80% of marks that you got. In this case, what we are doing, we are collecting all the 40 subject marks. Subject 1, subject 2, subject 3, like that all the 40 subject marks we are collecting. We are doing the total of all these 40 subject marks. We are doing the total of all the 40 subject marks, and then whatever the total marks are available, we are dividing the total marks by number of subjects. Okay, number of subjects. Now, then you will be getting this average here, that is called as your marks percentage, like as 80%, 85%, whatever. That means what? I am collecting 40 subject marks as input, and on this 40 subject marks, I'm doing some calculations over here. Once we are done with the operation, finally it is producing only one value as a result, that is nothing but our percentage. So in this case, what happened here? We are collecting a group of values as input. We are collecting a group of values as input, and on that group of values, we are performing certain operations. Once the operations has been done, Finally, it is producing only one value as a result. So to do this kind of calculations, we are using the help of aggregate functions. So what do you mean by an aggregate function? Aggregate function will allow us to collect a group of values as input, and on those group of input values, it will do certain calculations, and finally it is producing only one value as a result here. So as part of this aggregate functions, in Salesforce, these aggregate functions are also called as roll-up types. These are called as roll-up types in Salesforce. In Salesforce, it is supporting 4 roll-up types here. That means of 4 aggregate functions: count function, sum function, minimum function, and the maximum function. These are the 4 aggregate functions. These are called as 4 roll-up types in Salesforce. It's a 100% common question in every interview. In admin certification 201 and in your builder certification also, it's a common question. So now they will be indicating that what are the various roll-up types that Salesforce supports. Salesforce is supporting 4 roll-up types. The first one, count; second one, sum; third one, minimum; fourth one, maximum. These are the 4 roll-up types that Salesforce supports. Okay, now you know the functionality of each and every aggregate function. You know that these are not new. Already you are aware of these functionalities over here. Now, what I want to do now, as part of my implementation, what I want to do, I want to count the number of candidates. Okay, I want to count the number of candidates available for each and every position. Then what it will do, whenever I'm selecting the data type as a roll-up summary, then in this case, it will divide these child records into the various small groups based on the parent ID. Based on the parent ID, it is going to be dividing the records to various small groups. Once the records has been divided to various small groups, on this group of records, it will apply these roll-up types over here. It will apply these roll-up types. Now, what I want to do, I want to count the number of candidates. So it will apply this count function on this group. Now, tell me how many candidates are available, how many records are available in this group now? 2 records are available in this group. That means it will be dividing the records to various small groups, and on this group of records, it will apply these roll-up types here. In this group, how many records? 2. In this group, how many records are available? 1. In this group, how many records are available here? 1. So now it is going to be applying this roll-up types on this group, and once the roll-up type has been applied, once the aggregate function has been applied, whatever the result has been generated, this result will be representing on your parent record automatically here. This is how it will work internally here. So now for this P1001 entry here, how many records are available? What is the count value? 2. Now it is indicating the value 2 here. Next, P1002. Do we have any entries here? No. It will be having the value 0. P1003. How many entries here? P1004. 1. P1005. P1006. 0. That's it. This is how it will work internally here. Clear? Understood the concept now? Now, that means what? Instead of counting this number of child records for this particular parent, we can able to hand over this responsibility to my Salesforce system itself. So now how can we hand over? By creating a roll-up summary field. So roll-up summary field is going to be dividing the child records to the various small groups. Once the records has been divided to various groups, on this group of records, it will apply the roll-up types, that means aggregate functions, and then whatever the result has been generated, those result value will be represented on your parent record. Clear? Understood the concept now? Next. Now here we can raise a question. Sir, as of now, it is counting this number of candidates available for this particular position. Suppose after a few minutes, a new candidate has been applied for the position Java developer. What will happen? One more candidate will apply after a few minutes. After a few hours, few more candidates will apply for this position. Then what it will do? Whenever the new record has been created inside the child object, whenever a record has been modified in the child object, whenever a record has been deleted from the child object, whenever the record has been restored into the child object, automatically roll-up summary will be getting recalculated by default. We no need to invoke it manually, that will be recalculating automatically. That means what? Upon performing any DML operations on your child object here, that means in the child object, once a new record is created, or a record is updated, or a record is deleted, or a record is restored, automatically roll-up summary will be getting recalculated. It will generate that values again. The new values will be representing inside your roll-up summary field automatically by default. So we no need to refresh this functionality manually. That will be taken care by Salesforce automatically by default. Clear? Now, so now here in this case here, once the roll-up summary value has been represented, can I modify this value by my own as an administrator or as a developer? Can I modify this value? No. Roll-up summary values are generating by whom? Salesforce. Once you are handovering the responsibility to Salesforce, from there onwards, you will not be having any controlling on that. That will be controlled by Salesforce itself. You can't modify that value. Just you can see that. That's it. Nothing else. You can't modify that value. We can't remove that entry. That value will be fixed. So that roll-up summary fields are purely read-only system-generated fields. These are purely read-only system-generated fields whose value will be generating by Salesforce automatically by summarizing the child records to various small groups. Summarizing means what? Okay, grouping. Whatever the child records are available, it will be dividing the child records to various small groups. On that groups, it will apply that roll-up types. The result will be representing inside your roll-up summary field in the parent record. So that roll-up summary field values cannot be editable. These are purely system generated field values. Now, so once the value has been generated, the administrator or the developers or the customers or end users, they can't modify the value. Even through programming also, we can't do that. There is no chance at all. You may be taking any manner also, through Apex programming also, this value cannot be editable here. This value will be always read-only field value, which cannot be editable here. Okay, understood the concept now? Now. So now in this case, as part of Salesforce, Salesforce is supporting 4 roll-up types. First one, count. Second one, sum. Third one, minimum. Fourth one, maximum. So now here in this case here, what exactly each function will do, we can now, let me explain one by one. Clear? Understood the concept now? Next. So now here in this case here, you can raise a question, sir, where we can use this kind of functionalities in the real time? In real-time implementations, where we can use this kind of functionality. Now, let me explain. For example, we are having a banking application. As part of this banking application, we have a customer object. We have a customer object. It contains all the customer's data, like as a bank account number, customer name, and then it will be having that branch name. It is having the contact number, email ID, everything. So the customer's data will be available inside this. These customers are having some loans. Those loans data will be available inside a loan object. There is a loan object which contains all the loans information. Like as loan application ID or the loan account number here, type of the loan. Is it a personal loan or home loan or whatever? The loan amount also here. Now it is indicating the, so the customer, for which customer this loan has been assigned here. So now here, what is the outstanding amount? Okay, what is the outstanding? That means still how much amount the customer has to pay. Okay, it is indicating this details here. Now these customers are having some credit cards also. All the credit card details are storing in the credit card object. So separate object is available here. So this is a loan object. This is a credit card object. It contains the credit card number and then the PIN number of the credit card, active status of the credit card here, the customer ID to which customer it has been assigned here. So now it is indicating the validity period here, till what date it will be valid here. And what is the credit card amount is available? That means credit limit has been given by the bank. Everything will be available here. Now we are having this customers. Now these loans are okay given to these customers. These customers have taken these loans. These credit cards has been okay given to that customers only here. So these will be having some relation. Now today I want to know for this customer one, how many loans are available here? I would like to get the count. How many loans this customer is having right now? I would like to represent here. I would like to represent number of loans this customer is having right now. Whether this customer is having one personal loan or two loans or three loans or what. I would like to know that the count of this. Next. So what is that loan amount here? Okay, what is the loan amount? Now, loan amount here. How much loan amount he is having? For example, he is having two loans are available. Loan 1 and the loan 2 here. But the loan 1, it is having the amount of some 5 lakhs. Second loan is some 20 lakhs. It's a home loan. Total 25 lakhs of loan amount here. So what is the outstanding amount is available here? That means still how much amount the customer has to pay. As part of this personal loan, already has paid 2 lakhs of rupees. Still 3 lakhs is pending over here. As part of home loans, still he has to pay 18.5 lakhs. Recently, he took the loan, 1.5 lakhs has been paid till now through EMIs. Now, still almost we are having some 15 years are available for this loan EMI period. So, total how much amount he has to pay? 21 lakhs 50,000 he has to pay. So, still outstanding amount 21 lakhs 50,000. Now, how many credit cards he is having right now here? I would like to get the count of these credit cards here. So, what is the credit limit given by this bank people here? I would like to know the credit limit. So now here, what is the available credit limit here? How much he has used? How much is still available over here? Now, how many EMIs are available still here? I would like to count. So now to do all these calculations, we no need to write any business logic. Just we can create keep on roll-up summary fields. We can create roll-up summary fields. It will do this functionality automatically for you. Like how many credit cards are available, and what is the total outstanding amount of these loans, and then total how much loan amount he has to pay, still how many EMIs are left, how many EMIs has been completed over here still till now, and then how many credit cards are available. So what is the credit limit is available here, and what is the outstanding amount is available. Everything we can able to do the calculations with the help of this roll-up summary. We no need to do any business logics manually. This can be implemented with the help of roll-up summary fields. Clear? So the roll-up summary field will do this kind of functionalities automatically for you. So now this is one roll-up summary field. This is second roll-up summary field. This is the third one. This is the fourth one, fifth one. Like that here, within a single object, we can create maximum of 25 roll-up summary fields, not more than that. That is the governor limit given by Salesforce. An object can have maximum of 25 roll-up summary fields, not more than that. Okay? Clear? Understood the concept now? Now, these are the limitations that we have as part of roll-up summary fields. Whenever if you want to do these kind of calculations as part of your application requirement, straightforward we can go with that roll-up summary fields. But please make sure that object should be having master detail association. Then only it is possible. If the objects are lookup, roll-up summary fields cannot be applicable here. It Salesforce won't support. Okay? Clear? Understood the concept now? Now, let's make a note of this.
Sir, as we
Roll-up
aware
summary
that,
fields.
sir, we have one more concern with the master detail, right? That only two objects can be looked up. But if something comes up, needs to be added down the line, is there any alternate, sir, to add three more objects as a child objects?
See, that's what here. See, roll-up summary is available where? In the child. So this is what
Right.
parent.
Right, sir. But the
Master
thing is
detail
that
field is
if
where
you
map
have,
is. Yeah, tell me.
if the child objects are three, but we cannot do that master
No.
detail,
Why
right?
can't we do?
So,
Why can't we do? See, because this is the child object one. Roll-up this.
Right,
How
sir.
they are mapping the master detail by creating the field in child object. Now this is having the relation with this. We have second
Okay,
child
right.
object.
Right,
Got the
right,
point
right.
here?
Got it, sir.
Now
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
got
now
it. Thank you,
multiple.
thank you, thank you, thank you.
Now make a note of this one. Roll-up summary fields. Roll-up summary fields are the read-only system generated fields. Generated fields whose value will be generated by Salesforce automatically based on the selected roll-up type. Based on the selected roll-up type. Roll-up summary field can be applicable only on parent object in master detail association. Roll-up summary field can be applicable only on parent object in master detail association. Roll-up summary field value can't be editable. Can't be editable by the users. Now, roll-up summary field will summarize the child records. Summarize the child records. Summarizing in the sense grouping. Okay, grouping. Summarize the child records into the various groups based on the parent record ID. Parent record ID, and it will apply the roll-up types on each group and will represent the result on the parent record. And will represent the result on the parent record. Salesforce supports the below 4 roll-up types. First one, count. Second one, sum. Third one, minimum. Fourth one, maximum. So now, what exactly is each and every function will do? Now let's see. Roll-up types in the sense, simple concept here, aggregate functions. Count function. It will count the number of records exist in the child in the group. Sum function. Here we have to specify the field name. Here we have to specify the field name. Which field value you want to make it sum. If you want to do the sum, that means total, that field values will be always numerical type. So now what kind of field values that we can use here? We can use either currency or number or percent. Currency field will store numericals, percent field will store numerical, number field will store numerical. So we have to supply the field name, okay, which is having the data type either currency or number or percent. So it will go to that field, it will get that value, it will be doing the count over. So that means sum. Now it will calculate the sum of values exist in the specified field. Supported field types are either currency or number or percent. It will calculate the sum of values exist in the specified field. Third one, minimum. It will find out the least value exists in the specified field in the group. Here also we have to specify the field name. In order to find out the minimum value, then we have to give that field name. From which field you would like to find out that least value. So in this case, the supported field types are either currency, or number, or percent, or date, or time, or date time. So these are the various of field types that it will support. Because here between two currency values, we can find out the minimum. We can find out that minimum value from the two numbers. We can find out the minimum value from two different dates. That means the minimum means the smallest date here, smallest time, smallest date time over here. Like the similar way here also, we can able to find out that highest value. Maximum of field name. We can find out the highest value or the largest value, okay, exists in the specified field in the group. These are the four aggregate functions. When you go to your mathematics, it will be supporting one more aggregate function also, that is called as average. But here it won't support. Salesforce is supporting only these four functions over here. Because in the entry point of view or in admin certification 201, they will be giving this four answers. From that four, okay, three will be any one of this here. Okay, three will be available from this four. Now one will be the wrong field name, wrong function name they will specify. They will give you that question. So from the below four, okay, roll-up types, one of the roll-up type is not supported by Salesforce. Please find out that. So except this four, whatever the other function name they have mentioned, that will be our answer. We have to find out that.
Firoz, are we not seeing this practically, the roll-up summary?
We'll see. Now, after this notes point, I will give you that.
Okay, and I have one more question. I mean, we have created, we already have the position object. So how do we do the layout? I mean, page layout edit with these fields. So whatever fields you've given, how do we edit those fields? Because when I'm trying to do that, I couldn't remove few of the fields because of that blue mark which you said. Database side, it is important
If
fields.
the field is a mandatory field, you can't remove.
Yeah. Then how do we customize? Because we can't create one more object of same position.
Right. Then why you are creating one more object?
Then how do we customize with these fields? Whatever fields you have given.
Or just you can go to the field.
So we can just fill in that fields? No, have to display that user interface, Feroz. Only with the 4 fields. I have one layout user interface with 10 fields. If I want the other user interface with only 4 fields, how do I do when among 10 fields, 5 or which I can't remove? Then how do I customize the other one?
Just you can make it as optional. Go to that and make it as optional, and then we can able to make it as, okay, you can place those fields and we can customize. We can remove them.
Okay, and how do I see that on the user interface? I mean, which layout I want to see? How do I see that one?
No, the by default standard page layout is available. On that page layout, it will represent the fields.
Come again, Firoz, this last point.
Standard page layout, it will be visible to you automatically.
Okay, so you want me to edit the standard one, you're saying?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Not the, I mean, whichever we create the other one,
Yes, right.
the clone.
Right.
Okay, yeah. Thank you, Firoz.
We're done, sir.
Done. Next. So now let's see. Upon creating this roll up summary fields here, how can we create? Now let's see. So make a note of this one. We can create maximum of 25 roll up summary fields per an object. We can create maximum of 25 roll up summary fields per an object here, not more than that. We can create maximum of 25 roll up summary fields per an object. Clear? Now, so let's see how can we create this roll up summary fields. Now let me explain practically one by one. Okay. Now, so let's take some small use cases. How can we do these calculations? Now let's see. So before that, let me have some records inside my objects. In parent object, child object, let me create some records first, and then we'll see how can we create this roll up summary fields. I'm going to my Salesforce org now. So now let me go to my application. Now I'm having this position object. So these are the two position objects that we have right now. Now, do we have any candidates? Only one candidate record is available. Let me place some more fields also. Let me customize this. Click on select fields to display. I'm representing the candidate name and the candidate reference ID also, and the location of the candidate as well. Location name, his current CTC, his expected CTC, his notice period, and then I would like to collect his contact number and for which position he has been applied, the position name. So these are the fields I want to represent. Now let's see. So the fields will be getting represented over here. So now this is the candidate, some Suresh Kumar. He has been applied for the position Java technical lead. Clear? Now. So this is the notice period of this person. Let me create some more candidate records. Instead of typing this same data again and again and again, do we have any option to create this position candidate records a bit faster? Clone, right, exactly. So we can go with that cloning option. Cloning in the sense, creating duplicate copy. Just you can open the record, click on this button menu, click on clone button. We can make it clone. So now here I'm giving the name as some Santosh Kumar. Now he's having the notice of immediate. He's applying for the same position over here. Okay, he's also applying for same position. Now here I'm indicating the location is he is from Chennai. He's applying for this position. Now click on save. I have created a record. Now I'm cloning that. Click on clone. I'm giving the name as some Abhishek Kumar. He's from Hyderabad. And then he is having 2 months of notice. He is applying for the position Java developer. So now here I'm indicating the details. Next. I'm creating one more candidate here, making it clone. His name is some Pradeep Kumar. He's from Mumbai. He's having some 6 years of experience here. He's having that notice period as immediate. He's applying for Java developer position. I'm storing the data. I'm creating one more record here. I'm making it clone. His name I'm indicating as some Aman Tiwari. He's from Hyderabad. He's also having this notice period as immediate. He's applying for the Java developer. Now done. So these are the candidate records that we have. Like as Abhishek Kumar, Aman Tiwari, Pradeep Kumar, Santosh Kumar, Suresh Kumar. These are the people are available for my candidate records, candidate object. Okay. So now between these two objects, what kind of association that we have? Lookup or master detail? Master detail. So already we have implemented that. How can we check whether this is master detail or lookup? How can we check it out? Schema builder, right?
Go to
Go
schema
to
builder
that
and you can
setup menu.
legends.
Now go to that schema builder. So now we can place both the objects. I don't want this hiring manager object here. I want candidate object. So now both the objects I have placed over here. These two are having master detail or lookup.
Master.
Master detail. How do you know master detail?
Connect.
Color. Now
Color.
the red color is indicating master detail. If it is a blue color, then lookup
Lookup.
association, right?
Lookup.
Now. So now tell me, what is that relationship field over here?
Position.
What is that relationship field? Master detail, fine. I'm not talking about data type. I'm asking about field name.
Position.
What is that field
Position.
name? Position. That's it. Simple concept. From the
Wherever-
parent, wherever the link is getting connected, that field is relation option. This is the related field. That means the field name is what? Position here. So this is the
Position.
field which is mapping relation between these two. Okay. Now. So now between these two objects, I'm having master detail association is available here. Can we create roll-up summary fields on these objects? Yes or
Yes.
no? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, we
Because
can on
you
the
are having
position.
master detail association. Now, simple concept. Whenever if you got the requirement to create roll-up summary fields on the parent object by considering a child, check that first. Do we have master detail association or not? If it is yes, we can go ahead with that. If the master detail association is not available here, then we need to ask to the client. Now I need to create master detail. Can we convert the lookup association to master detail? Then if the client is okay, then we can go with that. If the client said that I don't want to change the relationship type, already it is having lookup, I want to continue as a lookup only, but I want master detail roll-up summary functionalities. Then in this case, we can go with the help of Apex programming. Through development, with the help of triggers, we can achieve this kind of roll-up summary functionality. Okay, either configuration or development. If both the objects are having master detail association, then we can go with the help of roll-up summary configuration fields. If it is having the lookup association, then to implement this kind of roll-up summary functionalities, we have to go with development. So we need some 5 hours of time, 6 hours of time, or 8 hours of time, depends upon the functionality. We can suggest the time also here. Okay. Now my requirement here. I'm having this, both the objects are available with me. Okay, I have 2 objects are available with me. So now here I'm having position object, I'm having this candidate object. Both are having master detail association. So now these are the 2 positions are available in the position object. These are the candidate records which are available in the candidate object over here. Now my requirement is, I want to create a roll-up summary field on position object to count the number of candidates applied for each and every position. For every position, how many candidates has applied, I want to get the count. How can we get the count here? Now let's see practically. Okay, now let's see. Make a note of this use case. Create a roll-up summary field on position object to count the number of candidates applied for each position. For each position. So now tell me what is the object name on which you need to create a field. On what object we need to create? Position object. So what is the data type of the field now? Roll-up summary.
Roll-up summary.
Now, so what is the roll-up type?
Number.
Count. Okay, the roll-up type will be count. So what is the child object name now? Candidate, right?
Candidate.
Okay. Now, so this is the functionality here. So now let's see how can we create a roll-up summary field on this object. Now let me show you. Done? Now, so let's see practically here. How can we do this? How can we create this field? Now tell me here. Tell me the navigation. Guide me the navigation now. Go to the positions tab.
Click on
Setup
gear
menu.
symbol, click on edit object,
Edit object. Right.
click on fields and
Next.
relationship.
In the left panel, select that fields and relationships.
Relationship.
Next.
New.
New button. Right. Next. What is the data type that we need to select now?
Roll-up summary.
Roll-up
Roll-up
summary.
Okay, roll-up summary here. So now because on this position object, we are creating this roll-up summary field. It is having the relation with that for the candidate object with the master detail. That's what roll-up summary field is in enabled state here. Or else this will be in the disabled state. You can't create roll-up summary fields if you are not having master detail association. Now, so now here I'm selecting the field data type as roll-up summary. Click on next button, specify the field name here. I'm indicating candidates count. Okay, how many number of candidates are available? I would like to get the count of these candidates. Okay, specify the field label, field name. Click on next. Select the summarized object. Summarized object means what?
Child object.
Which object records you want me to summarize? Child object. So what is the child object name here? Candidate. Is selected candidate. Now select the roll-up type.
Count.
What type of function you would like to apply, okay, to do this functionality? I want to use count.
Count.
Okay, now count. Next, click on next button. Now the remaining story will be same. Make the fields to be visible to all the profile users by selecting the visible checkbox. Click on next. Make it save. Now, so now my roll-up summary field has been created here. So what is the field name? Candidates count underscore underscore C. This is the roll-up summary data type, which is using the count function to count the number of candidates available in my candidate object. Okay, clear? Now let's see. So now let me go back to my position. Let me place the field on my screen. Let's see. Select fields to display here. Candidates count. I want to represent. Candidates count. Candidates count over here. I'm representing this. Now let's see. How many candidates are applied here? For Java developer, how many candidates are applied? 3. For Java technical lead, 2 candidates are applied here. Who are all those candidates? Just you can open this Java developer here. Click on related. Now we can see those candidates like as Abhishek Kumar, Pradeep Kumar, Aman Tiwari. These are the 3 candidates are applied for this position, Java developer here. Clear? Now. So now in this case, can we edit this value here? No, it is indicating the lock symbol. That means what it is a read-only field. This cannot be editable over here. When you open this record, we can see this value also. The candidates count is 3. But this value cannot be editable, so there is no edit option here. For the remaining fields, I'm having this pen symbol, but for this field, there is no pen symbol, so this is not editable. This is a read-only field generated by Salesforce. Clear? Understood the concept now? Next. Next one. Now let me show you one more functionality. So for these positions, a few candidates are applied. These are the candidate people over here. Each candidate is having his notice period. His notice period. Now, for example, we are looking for immediate joiners. So now already we have found out a candidate for the position over here. But so tomorrow he has to join. But today we got an email from the candidate. He's joining some different companies here. He's not joining our organization. He's going to a different company because the other company people has offered very good package than what we have offered. So they're offering more package so that he's joining the different company. But already we have informed to our client by end of this week we are producing a new resource. Then I want a candidate very immediately. It's an immediate requirement for me. Tomorrow I will schedule the interview. If everything goes fine, day after tomorrow will be the joining date here. I want that immediate candidates. So now if there is any immediate candidates are available for these positions or not, I would like to count. Because it's an urgent requirement for me, I want the candidate immediately. So that I want to count for each and every position. So now few candidates are applied. From these candidates, how many candidates are ready to join on immediate basis? How can we count? I want the count of only those candidates whose notice period is equals to immediate. Then how can we do this? Now let me show you with the practical. Okay, now make a note of this one. One more use case. Create a roll-up summary field on the position object to count the immediate joiners applied for each position. Applied for each position. To count the immediate joiners applied for each position. Clear? Now, so now in this case, tell me on what object we need to create this roll-up summary field?
Position object.
Position object, right?
Pagination.
And then summarized object now.
Roll up summary.
Summarized object means child object. What does a
Oh.
child object mean? Candidate object. So what is the data type of the field now?
Roll up summary.
That will be roll-up summary. What is the roll-up type? Here also I would like to use count, because I would like to count how many number of candidates are applied for this position whose notice period is equals to immediate. Here I would like to apply the conditions here. So the filter condition. What is the condition here? The candidate's notice period. Notice period equals to immediate. Candidate's notice period is equals to immediate. So I want to count only those candidates who can join on immediate basis. The candidates data whose notice period is equals to immediate, I would like to collect those candidates data here. I would like to make it count. That count value I want to represent on my parent record inside my position object. Done? Now, let's see with the practical. So now guide me. Okay, how can we create that? Go to the positions tab, setup menu, edit object. Next,
Some relationship.
fields and relationships, new field, select the data type as roll-up summary. Next, I'm indicating this. So now the immediate joiners count here. Immediate joiners count. Immediate joiners count. Click on next button. What is the summarized object now? Candidates.
Candidates.
What is the roll-up type?
Count.
Count. I would like to use count function. Now, when you come down, there is an option called as filter criteria. In this filter criteria, there are two radio buttons are available. The first radio button is indicating the option, please include all the records in the calculation. Okay, please include all the records in the calculation. The second option is, please include only those records in the calculation which meets the specified criteria. So whatever the conditions I'm going to specify, please consider the conditions. Based on the conditions, whatever the matching records are available, collect those matching records in order to do the counting here. Remaining records don't count. Okay, now. So because this kind of filter criteria, the people will be applying, okay, as part of these jobs. Because they would like to know. Suppose, for example, if the company has posted some jobs information, now assume that they're having 5 vacancies are available. They are expecting 20 candidate profiles. For example, if 100 candidates are applied for these 5 positions here, then what these people will do, HR people will add a condition. We want only those candidates who are having certification. Okay, from there, most of the people will be getting filtered out. Okay, they'll filter out almost from most of the people, because the people who are having only the certification, those people's profile will be considered. Remaining profiles they will be neglecting over there. Okay, so like that they can able to apply the filters. Here also I want to apply the filter here. So for that one we have these calculations. So now all records should be included in the calculation. Second one, only those records should be included in the calculation, so which meets the specified criteria over here. Now select the second option here. Select the second option. Now here I'm selecting the second option. Now apply the condition. What is the filter criteria here? Notice period should be equals to immediate. So don't count all the candidates applied for the position. Please check whether the candidate's notice period is immediate or not. If yes, count that here. Now I'm indicating. Apply this candidate's notice period. Notice period should be equals to immediate. Okay, immediate. Clear? Now click on next button. The remaining story will be same. Select that visible checkbox to make the field to be visible to all the profile users. Click on next button and make it save. Okay, clear? Now we have created a roll-up summary field over here to indicate immediate joiners count over here. Now let me go back to my position object. I'm placing the fields. Let me add the fields onto my screen. Now that field name is immediate joiners. Let's say. So now here it is indicating this. For this Java developer, 3 candidates has been applied. From out of these 3, 2 people are ready to join on immediate basis. For Java technical lead, 2 candidates has been applied. From this 2, 1 candidate is ready to join on immediate basis here. Okay, so that we can able to see those details also. Depends upon the requirement, we can able to implement this kind of functionalities. Okay, clear? Understood the concept now? How to create the roll-up summary fields? Like this, we can create 25 roll-up summary fields per n object here, not more than that. Okay, whenever if you got any requirement in the real time to create roll-up summary functionality on the lookup associated object, say confidently, this is not at all possible through configuration. We have to go to Apex programming with the help of triggers. We can do this. For that one, we need 4 hours of time or 6 hours of time. We can indicate the time period over here. Okay, so because based on the requirement itself, we can understand whether it is possible through configuration or we can go with development. If it is configuration, we can expect some 1 hour of time here. And then if it is a development, we can expect some 4 to 5 hours of time because we have to develop, we have to do the testing both. Okay, clear? Now. So this is the concept of roll-up summary fields in Salesforce. Okay, next. And then we have few more features are left as part of this association. Like we are having this up to this part we are done, and then hierarchical association also we are done. These features are completed, and the hierarchical association also completed. Now we are having 3 more features are available. Tomorrow we'll see these 3 features so that we can close it off. Okay, one-to-one association, standard associations, standard junction objects. So by tomorrow we'll be completing the relationship topic over here. And day after tomorrow, we'll be giving 1 more requirement document on relationship topic so that we have to work on this functionality. Okay, now, then we'll move forward to 1 more feature, data management, because the data loader concept, how to implement the data management, we'll see practically over there. Okay, thank you.